Should I change this factory spoiler to something else? Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're continuing to work on the giveaway car, which is a 2019 Ford Mustang GT. If you want a chance to enter to win this giveaway car, you can enter on drivenfast.com or womandriven.com. So both of these, either Driven Fast or Woman Driven, will both give you entries for a chance to win the grand prize of the 2019 Ford Mustang GT, or because there are other prizes as well. So the grand prize obviously is a 2019 Ford Mustang GT, but you can also have a chance to win a cash prize of $2,500 or a cash prize of $1,000. So at the end of the day, there's 3 potential winners. So if you guys are interested, I'll have all of the details and the websites to the links for Driven Fast and womandriven.com in the description down below. But let's get on with today's installation. So let me show you what we'll be installing on the Mustang GT today. Just like I said in my previous video, I'll start off with the exterior modifications for this car just because I want you guys to get a better idea on how it's going to look. So we're continuing with that today. So this is what I'll be installing on the Mustang GT. So these are the RTR side splitters. Now these aren't going to be replacing these side splitters on the car. These are actually going underneath the GT. I actually have these installed on the Shelby GT350. So technically these aren't supposed to fit on the Shelby because they're not made for that car. These are made for the Mustang GT, but I made it fit. It was a pain, but I made them fit. So if you guys remember that video from way back, but I really like how it looks. So that's exactly why I'll be installing it here on the Mustang GT today. It gives it a very nice subtle look, but I really like how it just gives it a little bit more dimension here from at least the side profile. So it's, again, a very easy, simple installation. It shouldn't take long. This is basically all of the hardware that comes with it. There is, however, some drilling involved just because you do have to make some holes just for some more reinforcement there once you put it under side skirts for the Mustang GT. So I'm very excited to get this process done without the pain that it caused me for the Shelby GT350. The only annoying thing to installing these RTR side splitters is that you can't have the car on the lift because obviously these arms will be on the way and you really can't do much there. So you guys are probably wondering then, why is the car there as if it's going to be raised on the lift? Is because I will raise it. So having learned my lesson, since I already installed these on the Shelby, I'm going to use the lift to raise the car, and then I have 4 ramps. So I'll put the ramps on the ground and then I'll set the car down on the ramps. That way the car is going to be a lot higher, so it'll be elevated. That way I have a lot more space to work with because you do need to remove a few things, a few bolts, a few clips in order to install these RTR side splitters. So again, after having learned my lesson with these, because not only was it annoying because it didn't technically fit and I had to make it fit, but also because working on it like this completely on the ground makes it a little bit harder. So if you have just a jack, I guess you can do the same thing, just jack up the car and then put it on some ramps. I would say that's the best way. You can still do it like this because I have done it before. It's just going to be a lot easier if it's more elevated from the ground. Now that the car is up on the 4 ramps, we can go ahead and get started. So like I said, very simple. So there's basically a lot of clips holding these rocker panels in place that we need to remove. So these aren't going to come off, but we need to remove those clips. And there's 2 bolts holding these mini rock guards. So these will have to come off. So there's one here and there's another one on the other side. And then everything else after that is pretty much self-explanatory. So let's take care of this first step and then we'll move on to the next. The RTR side splitter is now installed here on the driver's side, so I just wanted to show you how it looks. Like I said before, it's just a very simple change here that it gives to the car here as a side profile. So I just finished the driver's side. I still have it installed there on the passenger side. So let me just show you this side. So this is with the RTR splitter installed, and then making our way here to the passenger side. This doesn't have the RTR side splitter installed. So I just want to show you the big difference. See how it just adds a little more extra here, at least from the side profile, and even when you look at it here from this angle. So this is without it, and then back to the driver's side with it. So I really like it. I think it's just a little extra with not doing a lot and not giving it a whole different dramatic change here. So now I'm gonna finish and do the same thing here on the passenger side, and I'll see you guys once I'm finished. Just finished here on the passenger side installing the RTR splitter. So now both sides are done. Like I said, this was a very simple and quick installation. So once I did that first step, then they do provide you some wipes for you to clean the bottom of the rocker panels, and then they also provide you with some adhesive enhancer, because once you line up this RTR splitter underneath the rocker panel, there is some 3M tape that you have to remove, and then you just have to put some pressure on there. Then they also provide you with new clips. So those clips, you'll just add them there. So these RTR splitters have holes that align with the original factory holes. So then after that, then of course you have to go with the drilling, which this isn't bad at all. So there's 4 holes and they're already marked here on the RTR splitter. So you'll just drill those holes and then add 4 more clips, and that's it. You're done. I think this looks awesome. So just here again, here is the passenger side, and here is the driver's side. So again, nice and subtle, but a very, very nice appearance. So now that we're done with the front, we're done with the side, it's time to, of course, move on here to the rear. So I have a few things here for the rear that I'm going to add, and I'm speaking about towards the bottom here. So that's coming up next. I still haven't made up my mind when it comes to the spoiler. So I actually wanted to ask you guys, what do you think? Should I change this factory spoiler to something else? Of course, here with, as you can see so far, this is a nice subtle change. It's not going to be anything crazy like that, because that's how I like my cars. This is not going to be like that. So just let me know if you guys have any ideas on what spoiler you would want to have on this car, or if you want to change it. If you don't want to change it, just let me know in the comments down below so I know and have an idea, because honestly, I really haven't made up my mind just yet with that. We are done. Next video, we're still going to continue those external modifications. Of course, we'll be working here on the rear side. Just let me know about that spoiler, because honestly, I can't make up my mind. I really like how that spoiler looks, but I don't know, maybe I'll change it to something different. So again, remember, if you want a chance to enter to win this 2019 Ford Mustang GT, you can get some entries on drivenfast.com or womandriven.com. Any purchase there on either site will give you some entries to enter to win this giveaway car. I have all of those details and all of those links in the description down below. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.